Welcome to SuperStarcraftBros.
Diamond Friday.
I'm Jay.
And I'm Iron Sparks.
And thank the good Zerg that it's Friday.
Why do we have to thank the Zerg?
Because we're staring at them, and if we don't, they're going to gobble us up and send us the big giant helium balloons.
But then we can use them for battles.
Lasso the helium balloons and just ride them everywhere. Public transit, brought to you by the Overlord. Alright, so we have a ZvP on Bel'shir Vestige.
Indeed.
So Iron Sparks, let's introduce these players and get their full glory in for them.
Well, on our
Corner.
top left corner of Bel'shir Vestige, we have our red Zerg, Roman.
The Roman Empire!
And his opponent in the bottom right, the blue Protoss, ThePeasident.
The newly crowned nobles, because yesterday, the peasants overcame great strife, toppled the oppressive nobles, and have now become peasants.
Indeed. Moving on up in the world.
So, what better yet when you conquer your noble overlords than by taking on the entire Roman Empire?
Well, you know,
it's like going to Disneyland.
yeah. You got to take it step by step.
Yeah, I mean, first you take a little step, and then you go, I'm taking the whole empire out.
Yeah. You know?
Money on Romans.
But you know, the Roman Empire fell.
It did after a couple, 1,000 years.
Well, you know, maybe it's been 1,000 years since yesterday.
Okay.
You know how StarCraft time is a little weird.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it does run a little faster than normal time.
Yeah, it's been 1,000 years.
Forge has gone down for the Peasident. So we have a very conservative and normal Protoss fast expand and Roman. Yay, there we go with the hatchery with a epoxy pylon above it. So we might see the cannon trick above the Zerg mineral line. And Roman does not see this proxy pylon at all, so this could be used to warp in units later, or it could be used to drop down some cannons.
Well, you know, just have to wait and see.
Yeah, actually, I think leaving it alone would be quite sufficient. I mean, a proxy hidden pylon could potentially make a 4-gate work.
But you know, I'm pretty sure this will be revealed once the hatch is up.
Will it?
Only one way to find out.
Well, I mean, if you run a probe back there, yeah, it's gonna get revealed. I mean, it sat up there long enough to drop a pylon down, so you might suspect something now.
But he hasn't checked.
Next is halfway finished for the Peasident down south. We have a cannon going down, outside the crystal line, so we do have the behind the mineral cannon trick. He was waiting for the hatchery to finish.
Yeah, that way you could not... I mean, if he was very, very on top of it, Roman could have canceled it.
He could have. Now, I do feel there is a spawning pool on the map. There is. I just caught a glimpse of it.
You feel like there's one?
I felt it was
like,
the force.
What feeling do you have for that?
Blah, blah, blah.
Like, where do you feel it inside?
More of the stomach because of all the acid. Yeah. Cannon is finished. Is going to start shooting little photon balls at the Zerg Nexus. I don't know if anything's going to be able to pop out of the hatcheries to defend this. It does look like instead Roman is taking a third expansion just to keep his economy up.
And, you know, he built drones from this one, just sent them up here.
Yeah, I mean, that hatchery is really, it's gone. There's really not much you can do.
You want to take this? I'll just take 2 more bases.
That's actually a great call from Roman. And he is making sure to use the larva from this hatchery. That's really is the extent of this harassment right now for the Peasident. He really can't move anything else unless he catches sight of this double expansion move.
Yeah. So,
you know, those broodlings got rid of the shield on that.
Yeah,
but
you know,
it's going to regenerate, yeah.
These guys, you know, hey, isn't something supposed to be here?
The Overlord over there told us there was a hatchery.
Did we miss a turn?
Did we? I told you not to use Apple Maps. those drones do get the summons home from the main hatchery.
Mm-hmm. And Rotorn on the way as a cybernetic core just finishing.
Yeah, the Peasident did play a little conservative. He got that cannon down at his gateway just in case any type of lings did try to run in.
And going immediately into Stargate tech.
Yeah, early Stargate tech.
Do you think he'll elect to go for some Oracle harass or go for Void Rays?
I'm always going to lean towards Oracle a little bit more because I think it's a smarter move. Plus, you've already essentially harassed the economy of the Zerg player enough by destroying that first hatchery. Oh my god. Cannon Trick played behind the mineral line for the third expansion for Roman.
You know, he's just getting these.
Is there a name for this maneuver?
Annoying. Maximus Black.
Yeah, this is the Maximus Black move.
I mean, he does his a little differently, but it's
well, he always tries
to
block off.
Yeah,
with this map,
he only does it when there is that possibility to block off.
Yeah, with this map, because there's so much room, I like this. The Lings do go for the pylon, and cancel on the cannons. So Roman does successfully defend that hatch.
Void Rays.
And Void Rays are on the way, and a lot of gateways, and there's quite a bit of an Artosis pylon problem going on around this base.
Well, you know, you gotta go singular or go plural.
That is so bad. All right.
This is an Artosis pylon too.
I know, that's what I was saying. There's a little too many Artosis pylons around this base.
I thought there could only be one.
Math jokes. Alright, Ling's moving around trying to see what the Peasant is up to. And
that's classified.
It is classified. It's behind a wall with a giant photon cannon on it. If the Lings do run into that wall, though, they might be able to spot the Void Rays that are already out. Layer Tech is on the way for Roman. He's continuing the drone up. He does have 3 bases now. With that successful blockage of the Maximus Black move and a Robo base going down for the Peasant. Even though I don't want to root for the Peasant, I'm leaning towards him.
Well, you know, it's really going to come down to when Roman's going to decide to... what's he going to decide to do once his layer's finished?
I think the primary thing he's really going to need is some scouting information. Now, he just popped out 9 Overlords. Kind of ticks me off that he might go Roach, because that frees up a lot of supply for a lot of Roaches. Which wouldn't be the best move, but that would be Hydra Den.
Yeah, you know, it's just going to have to be careful because there is a Robo Bay down, so that always opens up the possibility to Colossus.
Yes, which Colossus can tear through the Hydra because it is considered a light unit. And Hydras do usually put themselves in really nice lines, which Colossus love to gobble up.
But you know, one thing I kind of would like to have seen is a Spire.
You know, I just think it comes down to scouting. I think a Roach Hydra composition might be really good against this build. But again, it really comes down for scouting for Roman. He does have 10 Hydra on the way. No Roaches, I think, on the field. He does have the Roach Warren, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, he does have it.
But I think he just caught it in case the cannons continued.
Alright, Lings do intercept these right now. They do damage the Zealots, but really nothing beyond that. But it does tick off Roman that tip off. I think it ticks him off too.
Damn, maybe.
Tips him off to the Void Ray presence. This Queen's easily going to get shot down and sliced a little bit by the Zealots, and this hatchery could go down.
As soon as these Hydras group up, I'm pretty sure that'll be more than enough to clean this up.
Yeah. And here comes 5 Hydras now. 6 Hydras with the one that just popped out of this hatchery. Hatch does go down. The Hydras should be able to clean up.
Or not.
Something.
Nope.
That's unfortunate. Drones get into the fight too. They wanted to avenge that. Zealots run into the main of Roman and are hacking and slashing all the pretty drones. Queen tries to defend her little babies, but no. And Roman leaves.
Well, you know, sometimes
Good. These peasants are just getting annoying at this point.
So what will they evolve to next?
The
Pesians?
The Hegemons?
Like, who defeated the Roman Empire? Was it the
themselves?
Persians? What did the Persians do?
They conquered everybody. The Roman Empire collapsed because it got too big.
So they could kind of become like the
barbarians, the Germanic tribes didn't lose to the Romans.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll leave a comment down below, and I think what the Peasants are going to change their name to, because the peasants beat the nobles, and now the Peassident beat the Roman. So what's the next Pezzy-related name? Leave a comment down below.
Hit the like button.
Subscribe, greatly appreciate it.
Send us your own replay into SuperStarcraftBros@gmail.com.
We take bronze through Grandmasters. We take it all. We also take 2v2 games. If you think it's good enough to cast, even if it's not good enough to cast, send it in to us. We'd like to take a look.
Yep.
Hope you guys had a great week. Have a great weekend. Good luck. Have fun.
GG. That's a 1.